on stream, people often ask me, hey Veraxis, what are your favorite expansions? I would have to put my favorite expansions, as you can see behind me here, they are in order. Legion, and then The War Within, and finally, Wrath of the Lich King. Now, I'm going to start from the bottom up. So, Wrath of the Lich King is an absolute iconic entry to the series, to gaming pop culture in general, has one of the most iconic and noticeable storylines from any of the World of Warcrafts, including probably the most popular villain of the entirety of Warcraft, Arthas Menethil. Fantastic game. It was the start of really cinematic raids. It was the start of a lot of different things. They came out with a new class, the Death Knight, which is one of my favorite classes. It was overall a really good expansion. My only problem with it was, coming from a longtime raider, I was like a Molten Core progression raider. So you got to that point and it felt like they were just kind of giving purples to you instead of making you really, really work for them. So I think that's why it's third on my list. Then next you got The War Within. They have knocked it out of the park with this expansion. The storyline is amazing. They have a good hook at the beginning. The raid has been interesting and fun with very good mechanics. I know it's not necessarily this expansion, but bringing back the BRD dungeon as a raid was super, super cool. I love the delves. I love the open world areas. Hollowfall's probably my favorite area in the game. It is absolutely gorgeous. I also really, really am enjoying, and this isn't necessarily the expansion, but the community we've got going is fantastic, and it's revolving around this expansion. And then my all-time favorite, Legion. There's a few people in my community who disagree with me on Legion being one of the best, but honestly, the nerdgasm that I had picking up the Doom Hammer on my Shaman the first time was absolutely incredible. That's not a feeling any other expansion has ever given me. Class halls I thought were amazing. It's a feature I would honestly love to see him bring back, because I absolutely loved class halls. They're probably the basis for the new homes that the game's putting in. But yeah, that expansion had everything. It had a wonderful storyline. It had ties to old and new content. It had obviously the class halls, but the class halls also had quests that dealt into the storylines, that dealt into old storylines, that dealt into your class and your class's lore. Just absolutely fantastic. Anyway, those are my 3 top picks. I'd love to hear what your guys' top picks are. Go ahead and leave a comment, or even stitch or duet this. Thank you. Veraxis Gaming.